In this URALS Lifetime Deal, I'm going to give you a review and demo of the URALS software available now on AppSumo at a lifetime deal. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Video Geek Squad channel. In this video, we're going to be doing a review of URALS, a microsite builder packed with customizable templates and reusable blocks that will help you drive cross-platform traffic. Hey everybody, this is somewhat similar to what I like to refer to as like a Linktube. We're going to kind of compare it and see what the differences are of this particular microsite builder. But this is going to be one of those products that, you want to kind of take a look at and you want to make a determination on whether or not you want to purchase this product. And you guys know over here, I'm always trying to give you guys options so that way you can look and determine and see the inside of the product so you can make a decision on whether or not it's something you want to buy. Now, this is something that they are touting that you'll be able to share your offers on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Telegram, as well as the WhatsApp platform. Right now, it has about 4 reviews and it has 5 tacos on all of those reviews. Now, it's starting you off at roughly about $39 for the plan. Keep in mind that if you are a AppSumo Plus member, you tend to get about 10% off of that as well. So you just need to keep that in mind as well. So this is really just to help you boost your conversions and have some other templates. Now, if you're doing any sort of, Google advertising and you are making using your Google AdWords account to go after traffic and sort of build yourself some leads, etc. This is going to be one of those microsite builders that's probably going to be very good for mobile, that you'll be able to just, focus in on your mobile campaigns, and then you'll be able to sort of build out from there. Now, it's telling you that it's an alternative to Linktree. If you're unfamiliar with Linktree, Linktree is just like Linktube. It's just a microsite page builder, but of course they're trying to give you some different functionality with that page. And so that's something that you'll definitely want to take a look at as well. Now, it's going to help you, as I said, build microsite collections to drive traffic. You can incorporate blocks, links, text, images, and all that good stuff. You can create landing page templates so that you can already have stuff already put into place, and you can just go for what you know. So it's really, really good. Okay. Now, I'm going to be actually taking you inside the software. Of course, there'll be a link in the description for you down below. So make sure that you guys take advantage of that. You can create collections. These are considered reusable blocks, okay? And that's including any type of block type, including image, galleries, buttons, or icons. And you can sync all of your changes across all of the collections. So if you have multiple blocks that you've already made and you have them on multiple websites with, you can actually change all of those blocks in one whop. And that's really good too if you are like, you have multiple websites out there and let's say the product changes or something like that, you can just update it and you can update all of the blocks at one time. So it's saying that it's not just another link in your bio, it's you're able to embed interactive stuff inside of there as well. And so that's going to be pretty cool for you to take a look at. Okay. And I'm always looking at, different technologies and upgrades and stuff that come forward. And so we definitely want to take a look and see what's here. All right. Now, as I said before, you've got 4 reviews. All of these reviews have about a 5 taco review on it. So it's looking pretty good. Now let's go ahead and get into the plans and the features. And this is where things are going to get interesting. Okay. You've got a license tier 1. That's going to get you lifetime access. You're going to be able to have one site. You're going to be able to have up to 30 smart pages per space. You can have 200 blocks per space. You're going to be able to have at least 10 reusable block collections per space. Now, this does not in tier 1 include any dynamic feeds such as YouTube, WordPress, or Shopify. You're also not going to get any Google Analytics sidebar menu, custom domain, logo removal, as well as any team members in there. Now, you're going to get access to 50,000 clicks per month. You're going to get 5 gigabytes of bandwidth. You're going to get rich links. You're going to get embedding videos, music, podcasts, forms, image gallery, and image upload. Now, that's a little confusing because if you're not able to dynamic feeds, I guess maybe that's an RSS situation, but you can still embed your videos, music, podcasts, and all of that, which is really good because and my thought process is, what's the point of getting that if you're not going to be able to do that, right? So you've got your image gallery, you've got rich text, cards, thumbnails, buttons, etc. Now, where this is going to get different is in license tier 2, which I'm going to recommend that you get, because you're going to get 5 sites, you're going to get 70 smart pages, you're going to get 500 blocks per space, 20 reusable block collections per space, and you're going to get up to 5 dynamic feeds. That includes YouTube, WordPress, Shopify. You're going to have Google Analytics. You're going to have a sidebar menu, custom domain, logo removal. You're going to get 1 team member in there. You're going to get 150,000 clicks per month per space, 10 gigabytes. You're going to get rich links and all of those other things that were mentioned for you below. Now, with license tier 3 coming in at $199 a month, you're going to get 70 smart pages, 500 blocks per space, 20 reusable block collections per space, and 5 dynamic feeds, and then you'll get all of the rest of the features that are included in license tier number 2 as well. So this sort of gives you a look at this. Now, I'm going to tell you, of course, you know it comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee, as most of these do. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look inside of the software, and then that way we can determine whether or not we need to go forward, and that way you can see the inside of the software and you'll know exactly what it can do for you and also your business. Okay, everybody, welcome to this URALS Inside Look. I just wanted to give you guys in full transparency, when I first went and signed up for URALS, I was not able to access my product right away. I had a little difficulty getting in, and I'm still waiting. I've gone ahead and asked them why I can't access my purchase. So in full transparency, I'm waiting. What I did was I went ahead and set up a free 7-day trial just so that I could complete this review, and that way you guys could see the inside of the product. Now, I do have to apologize because at the time of this recording, there's probably only 2 days left that you guys are going to be able to access this product and get access to it. But I do so far like what I am seeing, because it is a lot more I like the way the layouts of the pages look, and I like the way this looks. So this looks really, really good. So if you're going to be doing any sort of Google advertising campaigns or things like that, these pages are going to be really nice, and you're going to really be able to make something really good looking once you can get up into the product, because I do like what I'm seeing so far. So when you click on your control panel over here, you're going to have at the top your workspaces. So it's going to give you urals.co/ whatever you've named it, and then you can also have new spaces as well. Now, keep in mind, just based on the access of the product, on how many spaces that you're going to be able to have access to. Now, keep in mind, if you get the $39 program, you're only going to have access to 1 space. But if you get the license tier 2, you're going to be able to have up to 5 spaces or sites. And you can have up to smart pages per space. You can have up to 30 smart pages per space. So it depends on exactly what you're looking to do. Okay, so you have that here. So when we go back over here, this is how you can do that. Now you have space members, space settings. When you click on space settings, you can change the name of your space. You can also change and add a custom domain, which is why I kind of was really looking at this, because if you're going to do some sort of Google advertising or something like that, you may want to have a custom domain for that particular space, which is something that I'm really, really interested in. So I like that. I really do like that. So let's move over. So you have your space settings, you have your members. You can add members, you can invite people to become a member. You also have some integrations here. You've got your Google Analytics that you can integrate in there, and they're going to ask you for your Google measurement ID, and you can get some more information on that, or you can simply delete the space. You can also add a new page in the space. So keep in mind, there is a difference between the spaces and the pages. So you can create pages, but you can only have 1 space. Keep that in mind. So if you're on the $39 plan, you only have 1 space, but you can have up to 30 smart pages per space. Okay, so keep that in mind. So that's what you want to keep in mind. So the idea here is, if you're going to do it on on a one space kind of deal, you want to make sure that you put that on a custom domain, but all of those pages and spaces will refer back to that one custom domain. So you need to keep that in mind. So if you had multiple spaces and you have multiple domains, then you can send it, you can do it as much as you like. So that's the idea there. Okay. All right. So you can put new pages. You can have all of your information here. You've got unlisted, which is untitled, unlisted, my portfolio, web design, and this is another unlisted page that you have. Okay, then they have collections, so you can have a collection. So let's just look here. This is the untitled page. This is the my portfolio page. So if you're doing something like real estate or something to that effect, you can have this, and that does like a sliding kind of deal here. And if you look up at the top, it has like a sliding scroll deal over there. Okay. So then you have the other page, which is I create Figma plugins. And so this is another page as well. Okay. And so you would just simply build out your pages just based on your needs. All right. Now, let's go to the untitled page here. And this is what I had started to work on. Now, let's say, for instance, if you click on done, you can also click on edit here. You can click on edit, and that will let you edit your cover image and all of your information over here. Okay, so you could change your websites and so forth. Now, you're supposed to be able to remove this URLs deal, but I guess on the 7-day free trial, they're not even allowing you to do that unless you upgrade to the Pro. Okay, and so just keep in mind that the only way you're able to remove the logo removal is you have to be on license tier 2 in order for you to remove this logo down here. Now, if they're not giving you any sort of commission or anything like that, I wouldn't see any need to have this on here. So honestly, I would have to have a tier 2 if I would keep this product, because there's no way I'm gonna be putting this out here like that with their logo on it, just so you know. All right, so let's get into editing. So you can name your page. You could name your page here. You just type in video. Let's do it. Video Geek Squad. I'll do YouTube. Okay. And so there you have that. And then you can start to add items. Here's your options for adding items. You can create a block. You can have a button. You can have a card. If you did a button, the button would look like this. You would name your button, or you could put like a URL or a link there. Okay, so let's just trash that for now. We're going to delete it. Or you can add a card. So this is very similar to other things that are out in the marketplace, except it's a lot bigger and it looks a lot better to me, in my opinion. And so, you're always trying to make sure that you're taking advantage of all of your customers and being able to reach your customers the best way that you can. So you want to make sure that you're able to make things look nice and have it done in such a way. Now, let me just do a couple of things here. Hold on. All right, so what I did was I went ahead and grabbed a link, and what we're going to do is we're just going to throw this link in here, and let's see what it comes up with. It's loading the link, or trying to load the link. And it says it's loading the metadata. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this in here. And we're just going to click on, I'm going to go ahead and hit the button. All right. And then you can add some additional stuff. You can do rich text, where you just come in here and type this. This page will help you to find out who we are and just what we can do. And as you can see there, you have that information as well. Okay, so there, and you can bold that. You can put that as a header too. You can have a +1 plus, and a bolded list. If you needed to have a bolded list, you can do that as well. All right, so that's that. So you can have some rich text there. All right, so as you can see here, it's still loading the link, but it's supposed to pull this in to our YouTube course. So we're just waiting. It's loading the metadata. It seems to be taking a minute here to do that. So that's one piece. So now you can keep adding more and more stuff. You can have an image gallery. You can have multiple images, a slider or whatever. You can also embed a YouTube video. So let's embed one of our videos. When you're embedding a YouTube video, you want to delete all of this stuff. And then you just want to put your link in there. And I notice it's just, oh, finally. I don't know why that's there, because that's not my link. Interesting. Let's go back, because that's not the link I put in there. Let's try another one. That's interesting, because that's not my link. Hold on. All right, guys, after a couple of tries, I was able to do that. All right, so you just click on it, and now you've got an embedded video inside here. And now you just keep on clicking on stuff because you're building out the page. And so this would be really good if, like, you're going to do like a free webinar or something. You can have like a welcome video here, and they can just watch it from right within the page, and that's pretty cool. So you can sort of do that in there. So I like that option. That's pretty cool. So you can do YouTube, you can do Vimeo. You can also do some Spotify, music, Apple Podcasts, some Jot form for customized form. You can have a collection of blocks that you can assign. But the idea here is to just build it out and to build what it is that you're looking to have on your site. So this is URALS. So it's kind of like a Linktube or Linktree, but it's a whole page, and it actually will let you pretty it up a little bit and make it look a whole lot nicer. That's kind of why I liked it. Plus, you can have it can have its own domain. So that's another reason why I was sort of interested in that, because I feel like that's going to be really good for everybody. So it's available now on AppSumo at a lifetime deal. I'm going to recommend that you get licensed here too. And I really think that these guys shouldn't, everything should be available, so that way you can at least see the product. There's no need to and then you're going to jump from 39 to 99. It makes no sense. You just need to have it. Basically, you give them all the functionality, and if they need more, they can grab more. But as you can see, you only have 2 days left to get it at the time of this recording. So I tried to make it a little bit sooner for you guys, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get inside of the product. But here it is for you. Take advantage of it. And if you have any questions, just leave me a question in the comments down below.